Hey guys,
Huh?
Hey.
do you know what time it is?
It's Morbid time?
It's time that I was about to drop the F-bomb, but we're not a minute in yet.
Morbid time.
Is it?
Thanks, internet. I hate it.
Oh, I love it. I love that Morbius, even though Morbius failed in theaters, it has now become a hardcore meme, and I love it.
Yeah, and it's going to be, like, remembered for that meme. It's really interesting.
Fantastic. I love it.
You know what else is fantastic?
What?
Cueing the roll call.
We are live.
Loading.
Tempered Zeal. Bluecaster. Super Ichi.
Loud and impulsive. Greycaster. Late.
Illuminating the Tokuverse. Goldcaster Garza.
A spark of courage, the power of dreams. Orange Caster, Global Soft Perka.
Broadcasting hundreds of opinions across the world.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
Welcome to Radio. Fuck. Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 389. It's episode Torterra.
Dude, do you remember the Torterras from the Detective Pikachu movie and how they were the size of literal mountains?
No, because I haven't watched it.
You know what?
You
I'm just gonna.
spoiled one of the coolest surprises in the movie.
I'm just
the
gonna.
trailer ruined.
I'm just gonna.
I
I'm just
didn't see it
gonna. I'm
in
just
the
gonna
trailer.
say this. I don't know why you guys are listening to this when you guys could be currently watching the new Obi-Wan Kenobi series exclusively on Disney Plus.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. Fuck.
Good. I watched the first 2 episodes are out and they were fantastic. I loved it.
Dan Bull put out a fucking Obi-Wan rap today too.
Awesome.
I still have to I still have to watch Book of Boba Fett, but I finally finished Mandalorian Season 2 like 2 days ago.
Which
Emily,
means cool,
big
you're about to
question.
start season 3.
No,
Yeah, I know, Season 2.5.
Emily, big question.
Yes.
Did you bawl your eyes out at the end of season 2?
I probably would have been way more emotional if I didn't know exactly what would happen because it took me way too long to watch it. But I still did cry.
It was beautiful.
That one of my favorite videos now on YouTube is people watching that episode and they get to the final bit there and they're all in like ugly tears.
So what
Because
you're saying?
if I hadn't known and like had it in my head as like pop cultural osmosis for years that what happened, that they split at the end. But then I also knew that they reunite in Book of Boba Fett. So
Oh no! Anya Forger's infiltrated our podcast. Ichi, you should edit where the casters are. Put Anya in there.
No.
Oh, you gotta
I
be part of the
wanted to
meme. Come on.
I let her be in the chat. That's it.
The interesting thing about that is that I heard Spy Family was really good and I wanted to watch it, and Mom likes to watch shows with me. And so I was like, oh, this has a dub. I told her the premise and she was like, oh, that sounds really good. So we watch it. We're about halfway through episode 1 and she says, like, honestly, I don't really like this. Anya is way too bratty and annoying.
Oh.
But
She's
kid.
the only person I've ever seen anywhere whose response to Anya wasn't, this is the greatest girl ever, but rather she didn't want to watch the show because she doesn't like her.
All right, there it's in. It's in the episode.
Yeah.
I watched I watched the first episode of this anime. It was called like Something's Not Just a Cutie, it's his girlfriend's
Yes,
name.
Hikamori is yeah.
And I'm like, people are calling her the best waifu. This is the most boringest shit I've ever seen.
Well, the thing is, she's just really hyper competent. Apparently, also we ended up watching, instead of Spy Family, we're now watching ReZero.
Oh,
I recommend Love After World Domination.
I watched the first episode. I watched
the
the first episode of that. It looks good.
I really want to watch that with her too, but I feel like she won't get the whole Toku.
Yeah,
No,
you need to.
Just stick for the romance.
Castranger.
All right. Anyways, we're a bunch of fake family members who get together every week to
Yeah.
watch Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and a third thing. Our topics for
You see that, Vin Diesel? We can at least acknowledge that we're not a family in reality.
this week we're talking about Revice episode 36, Donbrothers episode 12, and our feature topic is the Tiger and Bunny movie, The Rising.
Speaking of watching things with my mom, I can't participate in the feature topic again, despite really wanting to, because we didn't get a chance to watch it.
Well, Emily, you're in luck. I forgot to watch episode 36 of Revice.
Oh.
I watched episode
I'm
34.
disappointed.
I watched episode 34 and I was like, okay, on to Donbrothers.
34?
Oh, so you're two
I'm-
behind.
No, I'm 1 week behind.
That's okay,
It's
that's not that
been
bad. It's
1 week.
been 1 week since you watched your Rice.
Whoop. Cast fans, put it in the comments below. What is Gar's demon's name? And don't just say Rag.
Rag.
Oh, it's not.
That
It's not
remi-
right.
You know what that reminds me of? Remember when? Okay, this is only for like Canadian fans will know this, but when YTV was a thing, or not that it's not still a thing. Fucking Sugar in the Zone, and there was this one period where she had this like male alter ego, and they deepened her voice, and her name was Ragus, which was Sugar backwards.
I don't. It's so weird. Like I remember all sorts of weird things from that, but I do not remember Ragged.
I remember Ragus. It was so cringe.
Yeah, Tokugai 96 would be your demon, or it
No,
would be
It's Tokugai 97.
well, the demon is 96. I'm sorry.
Who would your inner demon be? Post in the comments.
Tom Selleck.
All right.
What?
It's a Meet the Robinsons reference.
No, I know that, but like I was thinking my first thought whenever I hear his name is Meet the Robinsons, but I'm still.
just
What does he look?
Cornelius Dads look like? Tom Selleck.
Whenever I hear Tom
And then it
Selleck,
just
I just
cuts
remember
to
that Family Guy bit.
Just a realistic
Tattoo.
portrait of Tom Selleck.
No, Tom Selleck, you've had yours.
Oh.
By the way, speaking of Family Guy, I told you guys, but people need to know about this. They just announced Warped Racers, and it's a fucking kart racer game with characters from Family Guy, American Dad, King of the Hill, and Solar Opposites.
You had me at King of the Hill.
And it's
Kind of random.
It's the most cursed shit ever, and the most cursed part about it is it's only on Apple Arcade.
But Ichi, I can play as Hank.
Normally,
I can
I'd
live
be
Bill
excited.
Dauterive's dream.
Normally, I'd be excited, but like I've watched the trailer for it. They all look so soulless. None of them fucking emote. They all look like they're sad to be there. It's
Maybe
so
they
cursed.
are. Maybe they were. Maybe
Yay.
they were forced to be in the kart racing game.
The most important question though is, does Hank Hill drive a lawnmower?
Yes, he drives his mower.
Excellent.
From King of the Hill, they have Hank, Peggy, Bobby, Luann, and Dale. Now I'm wondering if he can throw pocket sand.
Come on, guys. If you're going to just do strictly if you're just gonna do the Hill family, you should have had Cotton as the fifth driver.
I drove 50 laps.
Today is a very strange day. I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, there's news.
Yeah. All right, let's get into news mode.
Guys,
News mode.
freaking Victoria Day weekend passed. Why do people saw fireworks?
No, I think those are just gunshots.
No,
Oh.
what?
I don't
Are
know.
you joking or?
No,
I hope so.
I hear.
Okay,
It says fireworks.
first news
What is
story
this?
from a very reliable source on Twitter. We have a magazine scan showing us a teaser shot of probably Revice's final form.
Oh,
Apparently, it's Ultimate Revice, and it just makes Revi and Vice look like Batman knockoffs.
Deckard, post the thing you shopped.
They straight up look like Arkham Knight reskins.
Look at that. Look at what Decker shopped.
Wow.
That's so cool. That looks great.
Just I don't know why, but like I've been watching Ben 10 recently, so when you just said Ultimate, Revy and Vice, I just thought of Ultimate Alien, where like they would slap the Omnitrix, transform into their ultimate form, and they would just show it out, just like ultimate insert name here.
Oh, okay.
I guess the eyes are supposed to come up and look like horns. I also like how Love Cobb is just there for no reason.
Yeah, and then like in the middle of their helmets, they have this creepy smile, like demonic smile face on like the middle of their helmets, and that's
Yeah, it's on the middle, but not
just a little
not,
upsetting.
Yeah.
Their helmets are supposed to be like horns.
Yes.
Because they're demons.
Yup.
I wonder what the stamp's gonna be.
Oh, we know what it looks like.
Oh?
Do we?
We do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, we do.
Yeah, it was like leaked in twice.
I don't think I saw that one.
You know what? So far, 0-2 still in the lead for like best final form of Rayla so far.
I'm gonna withhold judgment until I see the full suits.
For now, I'll say 0-2. I'll wait until we get a full suit and see.
I thought you were rating it 0 out of 2.
No.
No, that's Saber.
Oh. I still
Saber's
think
0 out of
featuring
2.
Saber should have been the final form.
Which one was featuring Saber?
The one that used Dragon, Lion, and Alangina. Cool. That's just me then. Next. Unsurprisingly, they announced The Weekend Driver, and I don't know what I'm feeling about the fact that that's actually the name of it.
Oh, there it is.
And also
Is it called The Weekend Driver, like with 2 D's, or The Weekend Driver?
1D.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think that
Ichi went on a rant post about how much he fucking hates the stupid spacing.
Yeah, the spacing in this belt and also the 2-side driver is really fucking confusing. Like, I'm just headcanoning that it's just one word each.
This
No,
is
incorrect.
very confusing. 'Cause it's supposed to be like, wait,
I was
and
watching the Revice episode, and when I heard the belt say Weekend Driver, I literally did a spit take in my drink. I was like, oh, it actually said it.
I called it, but then that wasn't hard to call.
Yeah. Anyways, it's just another fucking.
It's a repaint of the
It's a
Libera
red-
driver.
Yeah, and it has a honeycomb.
But look, it also forms a W, kind of.
It's
Oh, yeah,
it's not a repaint. It's a retool. And
Sure.
someone leaves the chat after saying that.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the toy release of the Weekend Driver. Comes with the Queen Bee Vice stamp. What's really upsetting about this is, and I'll talk more about this in the episode discussion, but they show off the fact that the Buffalo stamp, the one that Tamaki was supposed to transform with, can be used as a weapon power-up stamp.
Of course it does.
That's just a great big slap to the face.
It's okay. We'll get the Kamen Rider Julio V Cinema.
Yeah. What is it?
He'll become the leader of demons.
He will get a rider for him, guaranteed.
What is interesting about this belt is apparently if you like flip it down and then back up without a stamp in it, it switches sounds to the prototype Aguilera. Which
that's interesting.
which kind of looks better. I like the visor on that one better.
I like this much more, yeah.
No, I like the red. It's more vibrant.
I'll talk about my feelings on the suit when we get to the episode.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's see. Apparently the Vice stamp contains dialogue from Hana. Premium Bandai web exclusive 7150 November release. So we don't have the actual release date yet, so we don't yet know if it does come out on a weekend.
I just see the photo, like the main photo, with Hana smiling there. It's just like, yes, give me your money.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
No.
Subscribe to my only belt.
She only posts on the weekend. All right.
Alrighty.
Next, in slightly related news, there is a new plush set of, I guess we can call this Aguilera since it's wearing her clothes from back when she was Aguilera, as well as a Kamen Rider Aguilera. chibi plush set.
The plushies are all. I love that they're doing this. They're all so cute, but they're also incredibly expensive.
The set of them is 43.78 yen, so that's like $45 for two of them. It's not terrible.
Yeah, that's good, but then you need to put import fees into account, and it'll probably be like over $100.
Yeah, that's the case when you import anything, though.
Yeah.
August release. 140 millimeters tall for each.
I wonder if Misao also made these out in the woods.
All right. Next, also related to Aguilera, they have announced that there will be Toei Tokusatsu fan club spin-offs for Kamen Riders Jean and Aguilera.
And I already added it to the list of upcoming feature topics.
They mentioned that the later is going to gain a new form in the process, but I think they're just talking about the prototype.
Probably.
Well, that kind of counts as a new form.
Yeah.
If anything, it's just a new form, but stepping backwards.
Apparently, Toei Tokusatsu Fan Club will also make an announcement on May 29th, teasing that TTFC is not just for Kamen Rider. So I guess they're going to announce something else.
Please let it be a Space Sheriff thing.
That'd be cool.
It could be.
It's the 40th anniversary of Space
Oh, then it
Sheriff.
very well might be.
Do something. We're already halfway through 2022. Where the fuck are my Metal Hero?
It's the 40th anniversary of Space.
No, Metal Hero's gone, Gar. I'm sorry to say.
I know. Fucking Q Ranger.
It's Gavan again. The next generation.
You know what? I'm Q Ranger. That's why I'm never gonna like Q Ranger. Freaking it killed the Space Squad franchise.
Yeah.
It's all your fault, Q Ranger. Fucking Civil War.
All right then.
Shinkavan.
Next.
Don't give Ano Higuchi ideas.
Next, in the SH Figure Arts line, they announced the Shinkocho Seiho of Kamen Rider Nigo 50th anniversary version.
I'm like, yay, but no.
Why?
Yay, because I need a Nigo renewal figure art, but I want the original so that he at least looks the same as freaking my Ichigo renewal.
You have a mighty Nigo.
I have a mighty Nigo.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right when you say that loud.
7,700 yen exclusively at the Tamashii Nation store as of June 21st. To get this figure, you must be a Club Tamashii member and pre-sale for those under the Ocean stage. I don't know what that means.
Why even promote it? Promote a figure if only a handful of people can actually buy it.
Wow.
So that those people will know it exists so they can buy it, maybe?
Yeah,
well, sure, but if you're a Club Tamashii member or whatever the fuck, they could just send out a newsletter.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. They could do a newsletter email, being like, oh, by the way, guys, get this.
But no, they posted on the Tamashii website.
I mean, it looks good, but just
maybe it's to bait people into becoming a member. Alright, cool. Next, they have put out images of the Memorial Edition Zenkaiger Geertelinger.
Oh my goodness.
It is a big boy.
Yeah.
So, why is it missing the Geertelinger, visual sticker on the top?
That's just a prototype.
Oh, okay.
It's not a finished design.
Okay. But yeah, it's much bigger, and I'm very much here for it.
And I'm like, now I wish I didn't get a Geertelinger.
It is 130% larger than the DX toy.
Someone took it into Photoshop and boom.
And they were able to cover the screw holes that the DX version has.
As all Memorial toys do. Which I am upset because with my Ultra Replica Orb Ring, it's supposed to be like, oh, the handle is bigger for adult hands. And then I remembered, I'm no ordinary adult, so my hand still doesn't fit.
So what's cool is it comes with all 5 Zenkaiger gears and the Zenkaiger Avataro gear.
Yes, and they also, thanks to the photo that Decker posted in the chat, they also showcased that the Sentai gears are more easily fitted into the gear slot.
Yeah.
So
Is
you're
it
not
compatible
getting
with all the other gears?
Yes.
Okay, good.
This is essentially like the show prop with toys with toy
Gear to Linger, the good version.
Gear to Linger, the yes version,
Good Delinger.
The better Linger.
the better Linger.
It just makes me think
Hey,
of Butterfingers.
But hey, if you got a DX version, then you can dual the Lingers.
Damn you, Don Linger! It has a dialogue button. It has a BGM button. Premium Bandai web exclusive. 13,200 yen. January 2023 release.
Yeah, it's gonna be like $200 after everything. I know. I wanted to, but like I can't.
See, like
Too much money.
See now, put out a memorial fucking Gear to Zinger, the Stay Caesar one, and then I'm interested.
they'll probably have to wait to see how good this one sells, and then they would probably consider it.
If it does well, then they might, yeah.
All right. Next, the announced from Shokugan Modeling Project. They are apparently doing Live Man.
Yeah, live Robo.
Yeah.
Which it just makes me like, oh yeah, they're also re-releasing Live Robo and Live Boxer from the Super Mini Play line.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I
you can get that again.
Yeah, I have a chance to get Live Boxer again.
So regarding the new one, all we know so far is that it will be a quote-unquote alternate take of Live Robo, and they'll reveal more details in the winter.
Yeah, but I don't care about that. I want the re-release of the Super Mini Play figures.
Well, go get them then.
Bandai web exclusives.
November release.
Because they're also doing the Kakaranger Muteki Shogun, which I remembered I had that. I got the money for it, and then our seller's like, "Oh, you still want that? I just sold it." Why? I asked you personally to get it for me.
Yeah.
Yes, Live Boxer is a very boxy boy.
I was about to say, is the one on the left the boxer? Because it looks like a box.
That is the joke.
That's the joke.
And then they combined into Super Live Robo.
Super box.
But then it just... Now I'm just thinking of the joke. So, our dealer that I just chirped about...
Your dealer?
Yeah, he texted
Our
me.
dealer.
Our Toku dealer.
Our dealer.
Our dealer.
The guy we used to meet in the parking lot at Tim Hortons.
He's so sketchy.
To get Japanese stuff. But anyways.
Smuggled across the border.
I'm going to Anime North this year.
Me too.
Oh my goodness. We just got our hotel. But the big thing that I wanted to get is the and this is where the story was going. I asked him about this back in April. He said, okay. So he texted me back yesterday. He's like, hey, what's the name of it? And I'm like, even I don't know it. So I had to look it up. And I'm like, and I still can't even think of it. It's like Onitaijin?
Oh, the new Megazord?
Yeah.
Don Onitaijin.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just, and then we have the news article here about Live Robo. Remember when names were so simple? Like Flash King, Goggle 5 Robo, Sun Robo,
Megazord.
Megazord, Daijujin, Dragon Season. All these things were easy to say. And then you get whatever the hell Donbrothers mecha is. But it's so damn good.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know why I'm so chatty today.
Well, that's it for news mode for this week.
All right.
Let's get into Revice. So the episode opens with the public demon stamp removal program, and one can't help but draw parallels to fucking COVID vaccinations.
This entire episode was like Kamen Rider is anti-vaxxer. It was so weird.
Well, like, think about it. Vice wears like a face mask.
Oh my god, it was there all along!
Yeah.
Please hand in all your candy toys and gimmicks. The new rider is coming, and we need the plastic to make the new gimmick.
Please stay 6 feet away from all kaijins.
My favorite was that George decided to move into the bathhouse.
Yeah, apparently
It
he...
makes sense for him to be there.
I like that he somehow saved a good amount of his equipment from the crashed fucking helicarrier.
Including his various CSM belts and his figure arts.
Yeah, I saw his figures of
figure.
Exate and Drive.
That's priority number 1.
Save the toys!
Yeah, save the toy. Dude, some of those are renewals. I can't go and buy them again.
Look,
The world's ending.
He's got the Oracle, Agito's belt, and the CSM fucking O's driver, motherfucker.
It's called the
money.
It's called the Alter
I
Ring.
realized too that citizens are now going to be V-stamped to remove their demons, but has it now just been revealed to society that everyone has a demon?
I guess they kind of underplayed that.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
can you imagine
everyone's
if on the news they just suddenly said you guys need to get your demons removed, and like it's never explained.
But I like my demons.
Just name, Iki Igarashi. Demon name, Vice. All right, here you go. Next, hello, name, Steven.
Stevie with a D.
Demon name,
Steven.
Mark Spector.
Mark. Steven, don't do this.
Steven, no!
Oh, Kamen Rider Moon Knight?
Yeah. So yeah, this episode is about Tamaki joining Weekend. It's getting kind of cringe that he's still calling her Aguilera. Like, this is basically dead naming her at this point.
Yeah, that's kind of...
I think it's just because he's used to it.
Well, get unused to it. I've been rooting for him for a while, but like he needs to make some changes before he can truly grow from this point, I think.
He's a sim. He's not gonna.
But he went through such an emotional arc with his friend. I feel like he's due. Like, I really don't like that he's being made to be this Patsy character.
If he cares so much about her, then he should know what name she prefers.
You know what? It is upsetting. You know what, Ichi? Now that you actually bring that up, yeah, it is a bit upsetting.
Like, we're skipping ahead a little bit, but the fact that he got fucking dicked out of transforming and it was a fake out and it was Aguilera who henshined. On one hand, it was a little disappointing, but then I'm like, no, you've got some growing to do first.
I hope he does get a chance to do something.
Also, I don't know if anyone else noticed how hilarious it was that Tamaki got the buffalo stamp considering he used to dress like a matador.
Yeah.
Oh,
What was his animal?
A wolf.
Was it a wolf?
Yeah, it was a wolf.
No.
Or was it?
It was wolf.
Oh, who was the other guy?
Olteka had the Dioika.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I completely forgot Olteka existed.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
he's been gone.
I did not care about him. He just was. He was kind of interesting, and then he just fell down super hard. And I was like, why do I care about you?
I just laughed at it. Like all of us are just like, what was his name again?
Yeah.
Olteka.
I write
Good
down
name,
everyone's names,
His-
so I don't know if I count.
His real name is Makoto, apparently.
Yeah. And
Yep.
He was a super genius.
Can I just say, Decker, if you could put up a picture for me, I just I loved just seeing at the end this Daiji just all defeated, ragged in his uniform, just crawling around in the fucking city,
And the
they're-
people give no fucks?
No, and they go up to him and it's just like, hey, where can we get our like Vice stamp shots? And he's like,
I'm dying,
follow me."
assholes!
No, he's like, follow me. He's just giving the fuck up.
Daichi's been getting the ever-loving shit kicked out of him week
Yeah,
after week!
Yeah, my last note for this episode is just in all caps. Why is it always Daiji?
Because Daiji's the middle child.
I will say,
Oh
Daiji
my
did
god,
something-
you're right, I never thought about that!
Daiji did something impressive this episode, though. He killed a mook with his henshin.
Yeah.
He activated his, like, belt and everything, and then when he was about to like, he fired the fucking gun into the mook to kill him, and henshined into fucking Holy Live, and I was like, oh, has anyone ever killed someone with a henshin before?
That sounds like a Sakamoto move.
Holy
Like
Live
something
is still
Koichi
like
Sakamoto would do.
Holy Live is still the coolest.
Well, you know what? Let me do some research for a second.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see Genta back, even if temporarily.
When Revice tried to save Akemi, when she told him like he needs to use Gift's powers against him to defeat him, but the way she revealed this was like her face lifted up like Venom.
Yeah.
So, someone needs to take this photo of Daiji laying on the ground and put him next to Falcon and Winter Soldier from Civil War. When they're laying on the airport floor, just could have done this entire time. I hate you.
It was not directed by Koichi Sakamoto.
What? Oh, right. He's been busy with Ultra Galaxy Fight, the Destiny Crossroads, the 10 out of 10 crossover movie that apparently no one on Twitter agrees with.
It seems it was directed by a guy who did a lot of Decade and Double and O's. So a lot of the early Neo Heisei.
So one thing early in this episode that I don't fully understand is they talked about how like now urban development is creating priority residency for people who get their demons stamped out. And I'm like, why does this need to be a thing? Either everyone subjugates to GIF or he's going to kill everyone. What's the point of priority housing?
That's a good point, actually.
Wait, priority housing for your demon?
No, like
No,
people who
but-
get their demons removed get to move into like a priority residency that Phoenix is managing. And
It
apparently,
said it was called Ararat.
Well, you know what?
yeah, which is apparently the name of the location of Noah's Ark.
Because I was gonna ask, what was that? What does that mean? Like, what is it referencing?
Someone posted it in the spoiler channel earlier today, but Ararat was the mountain where Noah's Ark resided.
Well, apparently
That makes sense.
this just gave me like that movie Elysium vibes, where it's like the world's so
Yeah.
overpopulated, and then all the rich and powerful who can afford it live in a giant space station orbiting the Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
As someone that hasn't seen the episode, here's what I'm thinking. If they're getting their demons removed, and this is run by Phoenix,
Uh-huh.
keep in mind, the head of Phoenix right now is Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for Gifu-sama.
Cuckoo for Gifu.
Yeah, Cuckoo for Gifu. What if he's building an army with these demons?
I do think
Yeah,
it's
that's
something
what the
like
juniors are.
because like we saw Hideo later in the episode summon a bunch of juniors with one of those Phoenix stamps instead of the normal junior stamps from earlier in the show. So it
Yeah.
seems a lot like they're taking these demons out of people in order to amass an army of juniors.
And they're putting them in safe housing?
They're putting the people that get their demons removed into safe housing.
Yeah, they're just they're making a cover to satisfy them. It's like, oh, if you do this, you get fancy housing.
Well, what if they're doing that just to put all these people in one spot?
Oh, that could be it.
And when they release the army,
Yeah.
they release the entire bunch of humans all at once.
I'm scared that might be what's going on.
Although I think the relation to Noah's Ark might have some significance. Maybe like they're gathering. Maybe. What if Hideo is playing both sides? What if the reason for this priority housing is he's trying to gather as many people as he can to save them somehow?
Send them into space.
Send them
That
into
way
space.
The Earth belongs to demons. Perfect.
We're gonna let GIF have the Earth, and we're gonna leave and find our own planet.
Ichi, that was like when we watched the fucking first Gamera movie. We were wondering what Plan X was, and we were just launch him into space. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like space
That was
is
fun.
problem.
God knows enough stories of fiction involve abandoning the planet. Hell, fucking Final Fantasy XIV did it.
Wally.
The end of Don't Look Up.
Wally. They also abandoned Earth.
Yeah. So yeah, Tamaki uses himself as bait to lead everyone to Vale. And then we get this whole build-up where Tamaki gets the weekend driver from Masumi and attempts to henshin, but then fucking Vale yoinks the stamp.
Yeah.
And
I did see that on Twitter.
And then Hana steps up and puts on the belt because while they were talking, after Tamaki left, Masumi gave Hana the Queen Bee stamp. But the funny thing about that is he didn't give her own driver, which means Masumi knew that Tamaki was going to fuck up and that Hana would use that driver. What a dick move.
It had her theming the whole time. It had the honey and the...
Always think of a plan B. But like when I saw the design of the weekend driver with the honeycomb theme and all that, and I'm like, and then you see Tamaki in the preview, but transform, it's like, yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
You instantly know
Plan B. There's the episode name.
Plan B.
That worked.
And yeah, when the belt activates, it says subvert up. Get it? Because it subverted our expectation that Tamaki was going to use it.
Well, lower your expectations.
Alright, so now we have Kamen Rider Aguilera, who was completely unknown until a week ago. So props to the show for managing to surprise us again.
I gotta say, I like the visor look.
My one problem with the suit, well, a couple of minor things. If you're looking at it straight ahead, the helmet looks absolutely awful. It just looks like a creepy eye. But
yes,
but looking at it from the side, it looks much better.
Yeah, because you can tell where the visor, like where the eye part of the visor is, and where the rest of the helmet.
And you can tell that it's a stinger in the middle.
I really like the way the wings on the bee turn into like ears on the helmet.
I like wing ears on helmets. It's kind of like Valkyrie like.
Yep.
It's like a Simpsons character. Don't look at them head straight forward.
Where's that Moses like image again? The other thing is, I am genuinely surprised that the suit design is vastly less feminine looking than Jean's. You know what I mean?
It doesn't have the hair or the like really girly like touches that are like, this is a woman rider.
Like, I'm not alone in thinking Hana is a much more feminine character than Sakura, so I'm surprised that the suit design is the opposite. You know what I mean? Not that I'm saying all women riders should have exclusively feminine designs. I'm just surprised by it.
I think it's probably because of the tight budget that they had, maybe with the design.
Like, the suit itself only has only that little yellow bit on the chest that looks like honeycomb is the only part of the suit aside from the helmet that like looks like a bee motif. The rest of the suit just looks kind of plain, like it's a mook suit,
or like it's an undersuit for like something else.
And
maybe this will lead into something of like mass production.
And I think the leg pieces, I think those are reused from Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like the helmet's cool looking at it from the side, but aside from that, I'm kind of on the design. It's cool that she's a rider, but I wish her design had been a little bit more creative.
Just get the stinger out of her helmet.
Shopped different colors for it. Last week I think.
Sorry?
Someone shopped different colors for it last week, and it looked much more bee-like.
Oh god.
Oh.
No.
Multi.
I know someone shopped Jean's suit to look in different colors last week. I don't know about.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh
no, wait, was it? No, it wasn't Jean. It was Aguilera.
Oh, okay. I don't think I saw that one. But yeah, aside from dicking Tamaki out of the debut he was building up towards, Aguilera's debut as a rider is pretty cool. She makes a big deal about how the name Aguilera, once used as the Queen of Evil, is she's like taking it back and bringing honor to the name by redeeming for her past.
Reclaiming that name as a name of justice instead.
Yeah. Oh yes, and her weapons are kunai, which are reused from Gaim Ichigo arms.
Kunai with chains. Okay, Who did the Mike Wazowski meme?
Multi.
Okay.
Oh, and yeah, that's another thing to think about too. Every other driver in this show is powered based on a demon, but think about Hana and Kamen Rider Aguilera. There's no demon in this form anywhere. Like, they eradicated when they separated it. So this is straight up just a human with a belt.
She is the next evolution in the Revice rider history.
It could be that Weekend developed their belt technology based on what's existed so far and now has this one driver that doesn't require a demon.
And watch, by the end of the show, if they have to give up all their demons for the crossover movie, they're going to have it be like, oh, Weekend retooled your belt, so now you can all transform without your demons.
Oh, maybe.
Yep.
Because let's face it, Vice is no Momotaro. He's not going to keep showing up every year.
I feel like the potential's there.
The potential is there.
Nice Vice.
I will say Vice has gotten way less annoying than he was the first few episodes.
Oh yeah,
He's awesome. Remember when his first appearance, like, he just kept making fart jokes?
Remember when Twitter hated him just for his VA? Oh, wait, that was yesterday.
Remember in the crossover at the end of Saber where he kept coming out of weird places on Iki? I'm so glad they didn't do that for the actual series.
And one is the fart jokes.
Yeah. Yeah, so Aguilera debuts. I thought it was pretty rad when she, like, stabbed Vale's feet. That was cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you're going to stop anyone, freaking take out the feet.
Yeah.
And then you realize, oh, right, demon can just fly.
Yeah, and then we also see the debut of the Hell Giftarian, who is your traditional superpowered, upgraded kaijin monster and his whole shtick is, oh, the world's boring, so I'm gonna blow it up. Cool. Tropey villain, move on.
He is the ultimate. He is the ultimate goof.
He looks cool. I like him.
Yeah, apparently he was a retool from the main bad guy from the stupid Senki movie.
Oh. Yeah, kinda. And then the episode ends with us looking at George's computer screen that says Demons Driver Mass Production.
Uh-oh. What if they give all those demons a demon driver?
Bum, bum, bum.
There's your army. Not an army of demons, an army of riders.
I got it. We're gonna give belts to all the people who didn't have their demons removed.
Oh,
Well,
that's a weird shift, I guess. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah. So next week they're making some sort of argument over peace versus freedom. We'll see how that goes.
Never an option.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna slowly wait for this show to get into the 40s to keep watching, maybe.
I think the episode was good overall. Story's moving along at a nice pace, as it has been. Just as good as other recent episodes. The Aguilera debut was interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really
hope. Like from what you guys were talking about, we're like slowly approaching Endgame.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, take us in.
Don't get the goal.
Close enough. So this episode, it's
a mixed thing. I like parts of it, and then there are parts that I thought were just sort of
I love that
like,
apparently
not bad, but just
I love that apparently Taro tries to lie, it literally kills him.
He actually dies for a few seconds. Holy hell.
Yeah, no pulse and everything. I think out of this whole episode, the thing about it that I thought was most interesting, if I may say so, is that Taro went to the Blue Knight to learn to lie. Like, he just straight up goes to one of their enemies and talks to him about it. I've never seen anything like that in Sentai before, the way that they're interacting with each other.
Well, he doesn't know that he's the Blue Knight.
Yeah, it's the whole thing that he doesn't know that Sonoi is the antagonist.
Yeah, they don't know.
I I know that. It's just the fact that they have all these interactions that happen between them that I've never seen really before.
If you want to see interactions like that, you need to watch Fies, because this is absolutely Kiba and Takumi happening.
I was about to bring that up.
I was just thinking about that too, because I'm like, wasn't that the thing in Fies where like
Yeah.
Takumi and Kiba didn't know?
They talk to each other all the fucking time, and it took forever for them to find out who the other was.
And then we
it was Kaiza that had to like force it.
Yeah.
And we kind of had that with Takaru and Juzo in Shinkenger. It was just kind of like they both had this massive mutual respect for each other.
So it's funny we mentioned Fies because, you know, Sam Ryder.
That's yeah. Inuzuka did the Stacy thing where he leaped over the fence.
I was so fucking happy when that happened. Like Inuzuka.
Shit!
He
did it.
That had to have been on purpose.
Oh yeah.
Also, can I say that Idol was really, really fucking annoying?
Thank you! Oh my god!
I hated her so much.
She kept saying her uniform was too tight to imply that Haruka had a small.
Oh, when Taro called her out, being like, "Oh, maybe take out those pads," I was like,
"Yes,
nice."
Yeah.
Takaru.
Taro.
Forget Taro. I didn't know you were a bird because you'd be chirping. Who took the melon cookies? He did.
Yeah, he just outright. But then at the end, he makes up for it by bringing that guy to see his mom anyway, like, on his back.
That was fun.
That was so sweet. Just get on my back, close your eyes. Morphson uses like the like jump pads and all that to get there. Dude,
just like, so do you trust me? What? Do you trust me?
Do you trust me?
Oh my gosh, I can show you the work.
Don't you dare open your eyes.
Can we please, can we please talk about the Onitaijin debut? Holy fucking shit.
My favorite part was that it debuted sitting down.
Yes, it debuted sitting down on a fucking throne.
It did its first attack sitting down.
It's so fucking cool.
I remember I asked. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, just like I see the photo of all of them on the boat, and you know me, I like Small Soldiers, so it just reminded me of the ending shot from Small Soldiers where it's like the Gorgonites are on the boat.
Oh, everything else is just
This thing could probably take out the Commando Elite.
But
Holy shit.
I was so happy that we got like all of them just going like, why am I like, oh, I'm an arm? Alright, guess I'm going for it.
Oh, I'm the shoulder pads. Okay.
I asked in the Facebook group after it happened that something I thought was really cool about this was I asked, like, is this the first time that a combining a combining Megazord group mech was like relatively normal sized, like to the comparison of it being a combination of them and then grew giant again? And you guys said that that's never really happened, and that's such a cool idea. I really like that.
I mean, the only thing I can think has done that in like something else was Gridman, because like Gridman is human sized and then he grows bigger to fight the monster. So
yeah, but it being like actually,
but he doesn't ever. But does he ever actually fight at human size?
Yes.
Oh.
In one episode, there's like a dream sequence thing.
Okay, well that's an exception though.
Yeah, like that's the only exception.
Like having the combination mech fight at like normal relative size, like just a large being, and then becoming giant.
You know what? If you technically count Tokuger did it with the dollhouse shadow, where it got sucked into a dollhouse.
Oh yeah.
And it was like surrounded by like human settings and all that.
I'm also happy that this is like a practical suit.
Yes. It looks so gorgeous.
It looks really good, yeah.
Also, you can barely tell that the monster that they were playing was supposed to be Q Reno because the different combinations. So it just has
I didn't
the
like that
line.
it was weirdly thrusting its hips when it first showed up. What the fuck was that about?
It's a reference to the old Q Ranger dance.
Oh! How did I not pick up on that?
That's amazing. I missed that dance so
Oh
much.
man.
And then they're like, guys, we have a 10-year-old doing this dance. We can't have him thrusting.
Oh yeah,
Three,
because of the
two,
cute
one,
Tama
go cute.
dance.
Yeah, so they changed it to like the arm flapping instead
Oh,
of
Yeah.
thrusting.
The thrusting will always forever be iconic. I also love that Shinichi was just like, pheasant swords, and they're all like, oh, is that what
Kichi
we're calling
Sado.
them? All right.
Well, they're Kiji swords, yeah. But yeah, like
I like that the mouths were moving as they were talking as well in some
Yeah.
shots.
now the real question is, can the mouths on the toy move?
I will find out in July.
But just to go back a bit, the scene where Taro tries to lie and can't, just like as he's like turning blue and about to pass out, my brain just goes to fucking liar, liar. The pen is blue. The pen is blue. The goddamn pen is blue.
The pen is
Real blue.
Oh.
And I absolutely love every time he gives Kilala, whatever the fuck, just absolute shit. Like,
Oh.
what do you think of my song? 25
No.
points.
And the
Out of
best part,
100.
the best part I loved was like the Coca-Cola idol. That's all.
Yeah!
Yeah.
The monster dies and all the idols come back and there's one gripping the Coke from her ad. And I was like, thank God my Coke is safe.
No, but I
Still
love that.
has it.
I love that she shows up to the fucking cafe because she's like been there before, and she's like, and they're like, oh, like you just come to visit your sister. I don't have a sister. Oh, she's one of those knockoff idols of me, and they're all her fans immediately turn on her, and I'm like,
I
I'm
don't
just
think
clapping.
truly loyal
It's-
fans
it's-
would
it's
turn that
Sad but
fast.
true.
I think the implication was that the ones worshipping Kilala were only using her to get to the other one, Karin.
Oh, that would
Hmm.
sadly make sense if that was their reaction.
I also enjoyed that Haruka tried to get more out of not Kaito. Just like,
And
"What's
he
that?
just-
why did he transform?" And he doesn't acknowledge. He's like, "Well, here's a better question."
Here, let me distract you with this new hire.
It's like, no,
Ye-
no, let's get back to that.
You know what I think? Didn't she also confront him last episode and he also deflected into something else?
Yes, he keeps like dodging the question.
You know what I think is happening? Let's remember that he's the admin of this very much not real world. What if Kaito is coming up with these random situations that happen every week just so he doesn't have to answer her questions? Like he
Like a
just
DM that
like he just blinked and suddenly there was this whole idol situation just happened where it wasn't going to happen before.
Oh my goodness, that
Possible.
he is God. He just,
Exactly.
but still though, just boss, I can't wear that. It's too tight around my chest. And at first I'm like, okay, because you're a
Or-
bit chubby. Oh, it's a boob joke.
Think of it this way. He's an admin. He's a program. He's limited by his programming, how he can like respond. So
He's an NPC. He only
he
does. what
can't-
he-
If that was the
he
case,
he can't answer why he can transform because he doesn't have an answer.
if that was the case, he would just straight up say, "I can't answer that right now."
Maybe he just doesn't. Maybe he's not like. Maybe he doesn't have to say it like that. Maybe he's programmed to be a bit more.
This isn't Chiaki rules.
Yes, it is.
I love.
I don't know what that means, but yes, it is.
That's a Danganronpa 2 reference.
I love that we're all still just going with the fact that this is a virtual reality world.
It has to be.
a game. It's just a game.
Calm down, bro. It's just a game.
Yeah, no. Once Jin gets out of his so-called prison, we will get all the explanation we want.
Or he'll
Everything will
just
be
put his hood on and not answer anyway.
Also, can I just say that frickin' Don Onitaijin's fucking technique, like the peach sword thing, that was amazing.
All the peaches.
Donbrothers Paradise. my reigning champion for dumbest Tisatsu, in my opinion.
I mean, it's accurate to what their theme is.
It's
so.
absolutely on brand, but it's also fucking stupid.
All I know is I need an.
Now
I
you
know
need
it's
to
never
get some
gonna
peaches.
happen, but no, besides that, Gridman's 30th anniversary is next year. I need the guys
Crossover?
who designed the layout for their battle fights to do a Gridman movie.
Yeah.
Because could you imagine Gridman fighting? Because that's all I could just think of was just, man, I could just see Gridman come in and be like, "Chat."
Another thing that happened this episode that I really liked was the fact that almost all of them henshin together. We got everyone except Inuzuka standing next to each other doing a 4-man henshin for I think the first time.
Yep. So we're getting there. We're almost there.
Like I said, once they all know who each other, like who they all are, we'll get the proper roll call.
That would make sense, I think.
Absolutely.
No, once they all finally know each other, then we can introduce the Sixth Ranger.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We still haven't gotten any info on him yet. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh
Incredible.
my goodness.
Oh, it's one of the fucking swords is as big as. Oh my god.
The
Oh
leg
my.
is as big as Kiramajin.
Jesus Christ! How big is this thing?
Oh, it's
Big.
like one of the tallest mechas, like in the franchise.
Gar, you hold on to that mech for dear life. You hold on to that fucking box for dear life.
And you know what the best part is? This is the first Megazord. There's going to be more, and they will combine.
Oh my god. No, you know what they're gonna do? The Sixth Ranger's Zord is gonna be like a big boy who turns into just one robot.
Oh yeah, no. There was actually some news about that. They've said there's going to be a rival ranger named Don Murasame.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, huh?
It does sort of look like Momo.
Yay.
You know what? I need to get the renewal Deno and pose him next to the Onitaijin.
I have my renewal Deno platform. I am happy.
I was thinking about that the other day when I told you. Freaking house shook because you were just that excited.
So fucking happy, man.
So
But yeah, no, Don Onitaijin, fucking awesome. As
Also, it
the
can
Fortnite
fly?
kids say, W.
No.
It can fly?
it has wings, why not?
Yeah, it's got wings.
I wasn't expecting that. I thought they were just for decoration.
No, man. If a robot's got wings, it can fucking fly.
Also, you can slightly hear it in the song, in the episode, the theme for the mech.
Actually-
Don Onitaijin.
Actually, the album already came out. I think I sent you guys the link to it. And it has the battle theme, Battle World, and the theme for Don Onitaijin, and they're both actually really good.
Yeah, and it's sung by the guy that does the Morpher and all that,
Yeah.
Daiki Hamano, who I found out was Gamu from SSS Dynazenon.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, Dynazenon, you could have been better.
Yeah, I never finished it.
So in the end, Kilala, even though she was a lying, annoying thing, I'm not gonna say.
We never talked about her whole thing was that she wanted to be an idol so badly because her grandpa believed in her so much and loved her so much that she couldn't bear for her dream to not come true.
But her grandfather even said it didn't matter what.
Yeah.
Well,
But at the end,
Doesn't matter what you become. I'll be
she
happy
works
for
hard. She works hard to make her lie no longer a lie.
she did end up actually debuting somehow.
Yes, with her Kira Kira Smile song,
The song that I got real sick of right away.
which
Oh,
it
yeah.
actually has a real writer.
And I'm sure it will be on an album very soon.
I hope so, because I actually liked it.
Oh.
I don't know. I like songs like that too. But sorry.
So next week's episode, we're going to have another Momo versus Sonoi encounter. And they said something about Sayonara Taro, so I'm a little worried. But probably nothing permanent.
The person who actually wrote this actually writes legit music.
Cool.
Well, I'm not just saying like Rider or Sentai. Like, no, I'm talking about legit Japanese music.
Okay.
Yeah, like
That's why it sounded so legit.
idol music.
Yeah.
It sounded like it could be an actual Idol song.
It actually reminded me a lot of that Suki Suki song, which is I probably shouldn't link because it will get stuck in your head like really bad.
I would like to be spared.
Okay.
I mean, you can post a link if you want. I just won't click it. Yeah, so that's the episode.
Shall we buddy up for our feature topic?
But first, Emily, I believe, will be taking her leave now.
I was supposed to watch it with my mom, and then we never did, so I have to wait. But I'm sorry that I keep missing feature topics, but thank you very much for having me on the show.
Of course.
You guys are great. Please stay safe, take care, and have a great time.
We will. Thank you, Emily.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, feature topic time.
Feature topic.
So, for those who may not have seen or heard of this series before, Tiger and Bunny is an anime series about superheroes, but the gimmick is they have sponsors whose names are plastered all over their suits.
Unless you watch it on Netflix.
You could call it
fucking left.
You could call it superliminal advertising.
So yeah, this movie was an hour and 40 minutes long. I don't think it needed to be that long.
No, it did drag on a bit.
I knew I was going to be busy today because I was hanging out with Cell to watch Obi-Wan, and so I woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I went to the bathroom, came back downstairs, and I just fucking watched it.
None of the plans went to Timmy's, then watched it.
Oh no, that was after I went to Timmy's, then watched it, or I watched it, then went to Timmy's. Anyways, so there's not much going on with this movie. The only real thing is that this new guy, Mark Schneider, who he's voiced by Deneb.
Yeah.
That's Deneb.
Yeah.
And then now I know Golden Ryan, Ryan Goldsmith, who I will say this now is my new favorite Tiger and Bunny character.
Oh, you're in luck.
No, I know. This man is such an asshole douchebag. And I fucking love every single second of him.
I love that the idea of the movie is that, it's this awesome new hero, Golden Ryan. I can't wait to see what he does. And honestly, his involvement in the actual plot of the movie is next to zero.
It's sort of like a red herring to be like.
They even make a comment later in the movie. It's like, oh, you thought I was going to be the bad guy, didn't you?
Oh, that was my favorite. I love that. And Barbie's like, no, he's like, no, you were thinking it. Come on.
You were thinking it.
You were thinking it, weren't you?
But yeah, so Gold Ryan is voiced by Yuichi Nakamura, who voiced BJ Stagg, and he was Ultraman X, not Zeronos.
Not the other Yuichi Nakamura who was Zeronos.
I was confused about that.
I hate that.
Years. I kept thinking he was voiced by Deneb, and then it was like, no, he was voiced by the guy who played Zeronos. No, he was voiced by the guy who played fucking BJ Stagg.
Yeah.
So unlike the first movie, the beginning, this movie is sort of, I want to say, trying to be like a conclusion.
I don't know about conclusion. It's just yeah.
It's just life goes on,
yeah.
So
it's like a Where Are They Now movie.
Yeah, Barnaby and Kotetsu have now been demoted into the new second league, where the second
they're training the junior heroes basically.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see them in season 2.
None of them are in season 2.
And Kotetsu is now he can only use his next ability for a minute, so he's now Wild Tiger, the 1-minute hero.
Yeah. I think Bunny still has his full power, right?
Yeah, Barnaby has his full power.
Yeah.
So, but it's just the only two things I took from this movie that were the best of it were Kotetsu himself, and all the inner struggling he was going through, and then with surprisingly, that was really great that I loved was Fire Emblem stuff.
Yeah, a big subplot in this
stuff was
movie.
Amazing.
Very big subplot of the movie was Nathan accepting himself.
And I think this movie came out in like the early 2010s.
2014.
Yeah, it came out in 2014. It was ahead of the game.
Yeah, because now I think Fire Emblem's considered non-binary because
Yeah.
he's just either
Definitely somewhere on the spectrum.
he's got like the strength and courage of a man, but like the gentle heart of a woman. So I am all for it, man.
I've always liked Fire Emblem. I thought it was really cool.
Oh, it's great. I love it. He's sponsored by Domino's Pizza.
Yeah.
He's the owner of his own company.
Yeah.
So like let's see. So okay, like Dragon Kid's trying like a new fucking technique, which of course in the end fucking ends up working, and it's pretty cool.
She turns the lightning into a dragon.
Rock Bison's Rock Bison, right?
Yeah.
Rock Bison? Yeah, Rock Bison's trying new stuffs by copying other heroes' shticks. So like he tries his own little Blue Rose line, which everyone else thought it was lame. I thought it was pretty clever.
Yeah, the line itself was clever. The fact that it was derivative was the part that was cringe. But the line itself was good.
Yeah, Origami Cyclone, he was he was realizing that he was attacking too much from the back, so he needed to learn how to fight attack head on.
Yeah, Origami Cyclone was really interesting during the original anime because for the longest time you actually had no idea what his power was. Like they never really showed him, and then like somewhere in the middle of the show they finally revealed that his next ability is shapeshifting.
Also, again, he's a Russian man being a Japanese themed superhero,
dressed up as a kabuki ninja.
Yeah. Sky High is just being Sky High.
Sky High has always been my favorite.
Thank you. And also, thank you.
Arigato.
Soshite, arigato.
And then Lunatic was just in the movie for being in the movie. I don't even know what the fuck he was trying to do.
So Lunatic's whole shtick is that he kills people that
he kills killers.
He's the Dexter of the fucking anime universe.
The Haseo, if you will.
Yeah, and then
Fun fact: voiced by Urataros.
Yep. Oh yeah, no, that BA is mwah, so good.
And yeah,
at least this movie did something that season 2 did.
Showed him at all.
Yeah.
Lunatic is not in season 2 at all.
Like his
human form, civilian human
identity
shows up,
is
but
like being part of it. But
he never shows up. Yeah.
They even bring that up. It's like, hey, where's Lunatic?
Why hasn't he been around?
Like,
anyways, enough complaining about season 2.
Yeah, the legacy of like Sternville, of like the origins of the town, and like how there are these villains are trying to cause this calamity or something.
They never named those 3 villains, by the way.
Nope.
I'm gonna look them up just so we can.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So like, I did like the villain motivation. That was interesting. So like, we think like Mark Schneider is the fucking villain, but then it ends up that his secretary Virgil, whose actual name was, I think it was like
Andrew Scott.
Andrew Scott. And so like he just goes into this big history of like, oh, my father was like this really proud man who like he worked his ass off, but he like always enjoyed life every moment of the day, and he like made a deal with Mark Schneider to like make his company, but then he like sold him out and fucked him over, and it caused him to like kill himself, which like he wouldn't do that because he was such a good man. And I just spent years looking up everything about this man, and I ended up working under him as a secretary so I could expose him, find out everything about him. And then I found 3 other people who also got fucked over by this man, and they joined my cause. So like they thought, oh, you just hired 3 other Next users to help you. He's like, no, these 3 also hate him too.
I sort of find it hilarious that like it's a creative plan and a creative idea. Yeah. But when he showed up at the end being like, I was the villain all along, I literally forgot who he was.
I saw him and I was like, oh, it's that guy we saw for 2 scenes, and that was it.
It's sort of like did you see the Kingsman?
Yeah. Oh, you mean the new one?
Yeah.
The new one.
No, I have not.
Okay, so like it's not much of a big spoiler, but like the villain gets revealed, and it's one of those scenarios where it's like, wait, who is this again? Oh, they're in one scene.
Okay, so the three villains, the one with the voice, apparently his name was Richard Max.
Okay.
The dancer girl was named Kasha Graham, and the old man's name was Johnny Wong.
Johnny Wong. Oh. So yeah, like one had like voice powers, another one could clone herself, and then the third guy, he had like could put you in like this kind of dream state.
Nightmare coma where you have to confront your trauma.
And that's where Fire Emblem's whole like main subplot is.
Yeah, and then what happened was apparently because he was under such distress that like he had to be contained by Blue Rose just so his fire didn't spread. But then like eventually Blue Rose had to go, so then so Kotetsu was like brought in a bunch of fire extinguishers.
Where did he get those? They never explained it.
Found a way. And then the second league heroes took over.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say this: even though Kotetsu only like had his power for a minute, like even when he's not using his ability, he's still really fucking useful. Like
and
he has this grapple thing,
and he still exhibits some pretty powerful strength. Although I think the suit really helps with that.
My favorite too was when fucking Saito just talking about like Golden Ryan's old suit, which I didn't. First off, fucking love Golden Ryan's suit. Like,
it's pretty good. God. I actually really liked his old suit. Like, it looked like a Prince thing.
Yeah. I want the figure art, but the figure art's going for almost $200 online.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wait for a reissue with season 2.
But the question is, can he hunch down and do the Dodon pose?
I hope so. But yeah, so like Saito's explaining how like his old suit's a piece of shit compared to the new one, and you just constantly hear Gold Ryan just be like, huh? What? Speak louder.
Because the gag is Saito whispers.
But yeah, I loved him, and then like at the end when like he's trying to like expose recognize Tiger and Bunny for being like so awesome. He's like camera over here, please, thank you.
Yep.
I love this man from like beginning to end. He was just so cool, and then like he gets a new bike attached to Barnaby's, and he's just lying in it casually the whole fucking time.
Although we do see him drive his bike at one point.
Yeah, so that was really cool.
If you like
awesome fucking wings,
if you like Golden Ryan, you should absolutely watch season 2 because he actually goes through some character development.
Dope.
We get an origin story.
Well, that's why I was waiting, because like I was started season 2, but then I was like, no, I gotta watch the Rising movie because I haven't seen how Golden Ryan shows up yet.
Oh yeah, because fucking at the end of the movie he's like, hey, I got a deal for America. Well, see you guys later.
He shows them the check he got and then fucking leaves during the credits.
Yeah, and then like I watched the first episode of season 2, and it's like, hey Rose, where's your partner? He's late. Sorry, I'm late. I'm like,
I'm back! Cue audience canned laughter.
It's like, okay, I guess that deal in America didn't last long.
They retconned it.
And so also Gold Ryan's ability is he can manipulate gravity.
Which is pretty cool.
It's a pretty busted ability.
That's why it only works in like a small area.
But then he learns to stretch it vertically.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But
the biggest thing I like to take from this movie for me personally, like other than Golden Ryan, was just like Kotetsu's kind of arc was really awesome because he just like lost. He wasn't a hero anymore because he basically got fired because he just wanted Barnaby.
He became a taxi driver.
A cab driver.
Oh my god, the whole thing with like, we're revealing this pair of heroes today. First off, it's Barnaby Brooks Jr. and his partner, this new guy! Haha! Psych!
And the winner of the Employment of the Week award is this inanimate
Inanimate carbon rod.
Carbon rod.
I'll show him inanimate.
It was really cool how he's just kind of like, well, I guess I just can't really be a hero anymore because, like, you know, and then he as he's chasing fucking Andrew Scott. Just here's the villain of the fucking movie, Andrew Scott.
I just like that his like cover up name was Virgil, and he absolutely kind of resembled Virgil from Devil May Cry.
Yes, the better brother of him and Dante, my opinion. And just and then like I like that, like, because I will say I watched the first episode of season 2 because like I wanted to see what happened, and I just didn't like that, like, because in this movie you could see that Kotetsu and Barnaby have this mass mutual respect for each other, and you know they kind of like joke off of each other, and it's really cool. They have nice chemistry. And then in season 2, it's like, oh, you guys are falling out again, and I'm like,
well, it's been a while.
I know, but like still, like,
it's been a while. It's only been a year.
It's been a year in the show. Like, fuck. So I just that's what I really love about, and like even at the end when like they team up against Virgil and they do their good luck mode and shit. It's just when
I'm so glad that was
together,
there.
Whenever they're working together, it's so fucking badass.
Yeah.
God damn it. This is why it's called Tiger and Bunny.
Like before season 2 came out, I finally sat down and watched all of Tiger and Bunny.
Yeah.
Kotetsu became my favorite character instantly.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite moment was when they were watching over the mayor's baby, and like they go to Barnaby's place with Dragon Kid, with Kid there, and it's like, all right, kid, watch the baby, and Barnaby tells Kotetsu his like whole origin thing of like, oh, my parents were killed on Christmas Day. I hope you get your revenge, bro. Want a drink? Fuck yeah. And you literally see them passed out on the floor because they drank all night. And I'm like, beautiful.
Yeah. Where's the baby?
Baby got kidnapped.
I like in the second opening to Tiger and Bunny, like the first season, where like there's a scene where like you see it's Barnaby going through like Kotetsu's smartphone, and then you just see Kotetsu like, fuck off.
Speaking of smartphones, I actually really love that like in this movie you see what they have each other set to on their phones, and like Kotetsu has Barnaby as the name Bunny with a picture of an actual rabbit.
Yep. Also, I love that Gold Ryan called him Junior, and he's just like, I'm gonna pretend I'm pretty sure I misheard you, but did you just call me Junior? And he's like, oh,
Junior Coon.
Junior Coon. I'm like, I love this man.
I just took down the guy that killed my parents, and you're calling me Junior?
But also, it bothered me a lot that like they're all like hanging out in their civilian forms, and they're in a bar with people around them, and they're calling each other by their hero names. And I'm like, guys, be a little more subtle, why don't you?
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, by this movie, everyone's like, Kotetsu, are you okay? No, it's Wild Tiger. Dude, give it up. Everyone knows that you're Kotetsu.
Yeah.
Oh. Damn it.
And then finally it was his daughter Kaede to like give him the pep talk to just be like,
go do it, dude.
Do what you need to fucking do. And he's like, okay.
I also watched the first movie, and I loved the scene with his wife. I'm glad that they added that for the movie, because they never, like, they brought it up in the show, but they never showed her like alive in the show.
I never watched the first movie because it was a retelling, but if it's got some new stuff, I'll go back and watch it.
Dude, it's like bits and pieces of like the first 2 episodes, and then like it becomes a fully original story.
We talked about it in Castranger already.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, last year we talked about it last year.
My memory sucks.
That's why like we were like, yeah, we need to talk about Tiger and Bunny. Let's talk about the movie.
This year, let's talk about the other movie.
But I'm glad they recalled us about the great villain in Tiger and Bunny, Jake. Jake, Andrew Scott, like.
This show.
I can't wait to see what the season 2 villains are going to be.
This show treats English names the same way English stuff treats Asian names. It's almost like reverse weeabooism.
Well, it's because this is supposed to be like, I think, America technically.
This is supposed to be like future Manhattan.
Yeah.
I also like that. Ichi, I see in your notes that you watched the after credit scene.
Yeah.
Just they're driving with their motor, but like the whole thing with Tiger and Bunny's bike is that Bunny drives while Tiger's in the cockpit seat.
The sidecar.
The sidecar. They're just driving along doing patrol. Kotetsu just looks at Barnaby. Hey, can I drive? No.
That's the whole scene.
That's it. Yeah, I'm like, honest to God, better than like half of the Phase 3 after credit scenes from Marvel. Short, simple, funny actual joke that makes sense.
Tiger and Bunny will return.
Tiger and Bunny will return in like 10 fucking minutes.
Oh yes, he also was the voice of Garza. That's right.
Yeah.
Did this show did this movie have anything to do with Ouroboros? Nope.
Fucking no.
Never.
It was pretty self-contained, but you do have to have watched the first season.
So I will say that overall it was a tad long, but I overall really enjoyed it, and Golden Ryan is now my new favorite Tiger and Bunny character. I love this man. I want his figure art so fucking badly.
The lunatic figure art has been in my wish list for years.
They'll probably make some sort of reissue of season 2 designs.
Oh boy, you mean we get to buy He Is Thomas?
Oh
my, don't fucking remind me of He Is Thomas.
He Is Thomas.
Well, it wasn't a lie.
I will, just look at this fucking amazing suit. And I love in season 2, he's now fucking sponsored by Premium Bandai.
Yeah.
So his figure art better be a fucking like Tamashi Web exclusive. That'd be amazing.
All right, well, that was Castranger.
And that was anime.
Yeah. Which means...
Oh, thank God. I mean, yeah, that was great, Gar. I loved every second of it.
Jikai, Radio Sentai Castranger, we finally get back on track. So our first feature topic for next week will be the Revice Hyper Battle DVD.
Oh boy, that's gonna be fucking nuts.
Yeah.
After doing 2 movies and freaking so many episodes of a show, I don't even remember what the first topic was. Samurai Flamenco. That's what...
I remember.
Gar will miss you for a few weeks, so you rest your pretty little head.
I'll be back in July. I need to sleep.
To quote Ichi, who quotes something else, he'll be back
again someday. I generally don't even remember where that's from.
Yeah, but you say it all the time.
Yeah.
But anyways, as again, if you haven't watched Tiger and Bunny, go fucking watch it. It's great.
I would say watch it on Netflix, but they removed all the sponsorships from the first season. So go watch it illegally.
Go pirate it, and then go watch the movies, and then go watch season 2.
Yeah, you can watch the movies on Netflix. They kept the sponsors there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for some reason, the first I'm like, okay, did they update the season? Did they update the first season with all the sponsors? Nope. No. Season 2, they get all the sponsorships back except for Pepsi.
Yeah.
Well, no, because Blue Rose is sponsored by a Japanese ice cream company, which makes way more sense.
Yeah, and also, Pepsi fucking hates everyone now.
Not Ichi.
Well, they hate.
Well, they just ignore me.
Yeah, that's why I'm a Coke Zero man.
It's a sad story of unrequited love.
I'm a water man.
Well. Yeah, I bought a 2-liter water bottle for work just so I drink more water at work.
Oh, I drink I have like 3 bottles of water at lunch every day at work.
Ooh.
That's good.
And I've been ordering cases of water for my house.
Swiss Chalet, get your fucking shit together.
Yeah, Swiss Chalet, for some reason for the last 3 weeks I haven't been able to log into my account and I've had to order through Uber Eats. They need to fix that shit soon.
Maybe make a new account.
But I have scene points.
Okay, well, you'll get more scene points in the new account. make a new account.
No, I want them to have all my order history on the same account. I want them to know how much I love their food.
They don't care.
Anyways.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Anyways.
This has been Castranger. Freaking hardcore Castranger fan. What the fuck are they talking about? Swish LA.
I like the episode where they talked about Swish LA for a long time. Oh my god, this.
Get that reference.
Yeah, man.
Alright, well, thank you all for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. Primary source for hijinks is castranger.popping.com. From there, you can find all of our shit. I'm tired.
And remember, stay Sentai.
Ah.
Sorry, stay Sentai.
You know what we need to do? We
What?
need to find Mark Okita and pay him.
Oh
to
my
just
god.
say, Radio Sentai Castranger, over and out.
We need to, like, see if he's on, like, Fiverr or Cameo or something.
We
Find
need
his
to get.
house.
We need the Deca driver to fucking outro our podcast.
Castranger, over and out.
Over and out. He's so badass.
We need to find him.
Cast Ranger Rhino. Robolane. Blue Caster.
Attack a caster. Godzilla.
Oh my god.
Alright, thank you again, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
See you in a month.